Hello, everybody. Can everyone hear me? Let me know in the chat if you guys can hear me. Just want to see if you guys can actually hear me in the chat. Yo. It's my first time like properly streaming on YouTube and Discord at the same time. Welcome, guys. How's everyone doing today? Hope everyone is doing super well. Ready for a killer trading week. We had a pretty good trading week last week. Let me actually review that real quick. Can you move your face to the other side of the screen away from current price action? Yeah, you can do that. Give me a sec. I mean, I don't want to block too much. Doesn't want to do stuff by itself. Don't know if that's better or not. Don't know if that's better or not. I don't really like where it's sitting though. I guess we can do up here. Just feel like it's in a weird spot. I actually think it's good where it was, to be honest with you. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna move it back. But I am aware of it. I won't cover current price with it. Good start to the week. I got a TP on DAX, says Mike. Well done, bro. Very, very well done. Eric B says, nice to see you on YouTube. Used to hang out in your Discord and a lot's been kind of doing my own thing. But yeah, everything's good, Eric. Beard lineup is crisp. It's actually from a while ago. So I don't know how it's staying crisp, but thank you very much, sir. Okay, what I wanted to go over really quickly with you guys are the results for this last week. So in the Discord on our live trading sessions, we had, let's have a look, see. Again, all of the results are recorded live. So we literally have live video recordings of every trade we've taken on stream, and the whole stream is taken and posted every single day in our Discord. Again, you can access that in the description, those of you on YouTube. So yeah, we had a break even on the 7th of March. We had, and that was in New York session. Then for for London session, before that, we had another break even. We had a take profit on the 3rd of March. That was from the previous week. I'm looking at the recordings here real quick. Let me just have a look really quickly. Have we posted last week's results just yet? Yeah, weekly stream results. Yeah, we posted it yesterday. So on Monday, we had German 40, which was a break-even trade. Tuesday, we take profit. So that would have been a 1 to 2 risk reward that we hit. And that's, if you're risking 1%, you would have gotten 2% there. On Wednesday, we got 0%. So that's a break-even trade on GEJ. Nasdaq on Thursday, we hit 0%. And then on Friday, we took 0.5% losses on GJ and German 40. So those are the results for last week. Let me check. So that, yeah, net, we did about 1% profit last week. Wait, hang on a second. Is daylight savings over? Yeah. So we're basically going to be, the New York session is going to open in about 45-ish minutes now. Callan says, "Can you donate me a beard like that, please?" I don't know what I don't know if that's something I can do. Yeah, it's funny. Does anybody else have any questions on YouTube or Discord? Let me know. By the way, guys, we'll be having these streams more regularly where you guys can access, you can have access to me live, and then we will, in a bit, we'll be going over our full game plan, basically. Our full game plan, basically, for trading New York Open. Looks like everybody's not used to daylight saving time just yet. We're just waiting for everyone to still join. Do you live stream on Discord during London session every day? Yes, we do. But remember, on Crown Club Discord, you're gonna get the pre-market live analysis that we do every day, and then and then we go live in our university. With our students. We used to do live trading with everyone for free, but not anymore, because everyone was just taking exactly the same trade. And in our university, we teach you how to, kind of trade for yourself. So that's the point of that. So we do trade live in our university, and we record everything as well. Do you live stream on Discord? Yes. My beard isn't a wig. That's funny. Oh, I'm in the wrong group currently on Discord. I'm being informed. Whoops. Thank you, JMO. I think setting up YouTube had me streaming in the wrong group. I'm going to go on to public Discord real quick. I entered short Nasdaq at something price still in. Richard, a little bit risky to hop in pre-market, but hey, like if that's part of your strategy, then that's all good. Hello everyone on Discord. We're actually just streaming in the completely wrong group. I was just completely distracted by YouTube. Um, Sorry guys, just give me a second. No, we are not early today. Session opens an hour early. It's daylight saving times. I'm in Australia and traded the Asian session. Oh, okay, cool. How's open looking to you? I'll go over kind of the analysis in just a little bit. Just waiting for more people to join. I think so many people in the US are just waking up right now, especially since it's daylight saving. So now the whole time is early. Everyone's complaining it's so early. How's everyone's trading week gone last week? Did you guys manage to stay level-headed? Did you manage to take some good trades? Did you maybe take some bad trades and then manage to fix things up as you went along? How was it last week for you guys? Weird that there's no audio on Discord. Let me check with Discord. I may have to update it. Those of you who are on both, let me just restart. Kenan Barnes says, watching from Cape Town, South Africa. Snap. I'm streaming from Cape Town, South Africa. Rahul says, hey from India. Hey from South Africa, bro. Thank you for watching. Yeah, I'm just checking. Yeah, there was an update for Discord, so now I'm restarting Discord. Give me a second, those of you on Discord. Rahul says, bad trades last week. Christian says, I lost all my progress. Floss states, all green last week, trying to be a little more aggressive this week, built a lot of confidence. Be careful because that confidence can be wiped out very quickly if you don't stick to your plan. So just be very cautious. Just stick to your plan. Whatever you do. Let me get back in the Discord real quick. Can you guys hear me on Discord now? Cool, yeah. See, this time it was me that needed to update my Discord. So those of you, if you ever struggle to hear me, it's because you need to close your Discord and reopen it, and you'll see it will start doing updates. Brother for free says he had 4 winning days and 1 loser. That's a pretty good week, man. That's a really good week. In just a second here, I'm going to break down kind of what we're looking to do for Nasdaq today. Are we trading from the normal time today? Yeah, so we're going back to, if you're in South Africa, you're trading at 3:30 instead of now 4:30. I think if you're in the UK, it also moves an hour earlier, pretty much everywhere. Yeah, Pete, I'll move to my charts in just a second. Are we trading from the normal time today? Depends what normal time is, but for South Africa, it's 3:30 because it's daylight saving time. So we're now back to those times. Are the stories on IG about you starting a new account legit? Yes. My old account was Garland.trades, and my new account is Garland.trades. I'm changing that just because my account's been super dead. It's been shadow banned. I think it's because I showed me shooting a gun on Instagram, and that was against their terms of service. So yeah. Really nonsensical, but I mean, it is what it is. So I'm starting a whole new account from scratch, just throwing away 30,000 followers. Rahul says Bitcoin is trapping, brother. 100%. We're all down bad, but I still think it's gonna pump, honestly. Things have been worse than this in the past. People like to try and figure out things to blame. They try to figure out, they like to catastrophize stuff all the time, but they don't think that things have been worse. Remember that, like, if you're watching YouTube and the news and stuff, everything is going to be catastrophized and sensationalized. Good news doesn't sell, hopeful news doesn't sell. Bad, terrible catastrophe sell. Yeah. Are we trading from normal time today? So yeah, in about half an hour. Walter, no way, bro. Edge means very close to me. Hey man, do you still collaborate with Scott Taylor? No, so I used to trade the teapot strategy, but I found the way that just worked better for me quite a long time ago. Good strategy. Walter, did I already tell you whereabouts I stay? Because it sounds like you know where I live. It's a little creepy. Thanks for streaming on YouTube. Appreciate the videos you put out. Not a problem, Roger. Yeah, the trading time is moving an hour earlier because of daylight savings time. How do I get to the public Discord? There are a couple of us still in private. What do you mean private? Oh, UK daylight savings hasn't changed just yet. But surely if New York is doing daylight savings times, that affects the time that we trade. So we do trade an hour earlier. So yeah, that's how I believe it works. I've been doing this for a while, and every time daylight savings time kicks in, I always have I always freak out. The link to the Discord, if you want to join the Discord and chat with everybody in there, it's in the description on YouTube. It's totally free to join the Crown Club Discord. There are obviously, paid mentorships and paid Discords. So if you want to get access to the full course and that kind of stuff, that's a whole different story. Again, we still give everything out that you could need for free for public. However, if you want more than that, if you want to join a community of people that are literally making thousands of dollars, then you can apply to do that down below in the description. If you want to be spoon-fed and coached, that's the way to go. But again, not super cheap to do that. That's why we give out free resources as well. Oh yeah, new traders. If you go onto my YouTube, click on any one of my YouTube videos, and you'll see the link to join the free Discord there. However, I'll be in the university soon streaming. Shoda says, I am pumped, just started my first cycle of chemo, so doing this shit in hospital. I wish you all the strength, brother. It's not an easy thing. But as long as you stay positive, it's going to go well, man. And trading it's a difficult thing to do as well. So you're a very strong guy. Today is Monday. Shouldn't you be here all the time? Oh, true. Yeah, so I guess we're live streaming with everyone today. We'll have a super nice stream here today. Keep forgetting. What's the trading symbol on TradingView? So the chart that I'm using on TradingView is the 8 cap chart. You guys can see it here, and that's NDQ 100. The reason I like to use this chart is because it's the closest to both futures and CFDs. So basically it's in the middle. So I can trade futures and CFDs based off this chart, which makes a big difference. What's the difference between mini NAS and regular NAS? It's a good question. Just look at the contract sizes. So you'll be able to see based on that, but likely mini NAS is just micro contract. So you'll see it's probably 1 contract size, whereas regular NAS is 10 contract size on your CFD broker. Oh, what happened to my camera? My face cam just died. That's weird. I think maybe my camera overheated. I don't know. Did the battery just die?
What's good?
Yo, what's up, JMO? Yeah, it's all good.
Stop chat.
It's weird that streams are so early. But it's nice. I actually prefer trading an hour earlier because hop past 4 means that sometimes if you're busy for an hour and a half, you're gonna be busy till like 6 o'clock.
What's up, Mike? Something cooler.
Hi from...
Your mic changed.
My mic changed. Oh, you're right. Yeah. That's so weird. Mic should be working just fine now. So yeah, in just a second, we're going to break down kind of what we're looking at for market open. Kind of a choppy week last week. What did we end the week on, JMO? Do you remember? Weird, I can't hear you now, bro. Honestly, I hate... Oh, wait. Wait, it's on my end.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Okay. Weird how it just randomly changed. How was last week?
We were 1% off the week. That's because Nasdaq was acting up the whole week. So it wasn't really giving us opportunities.
I mean, it's still green, dude. It's good.
Yeah,
It's good,
whatever.
good. Jake, I can dress up and not be making content, okay? Just don't judge me. DW says, don't be... I don't understand it. For how long have you been trading and been profitable? Asks Liquid Bread. I like your profile picture.
Liquid bread.
So, Jake, Jake's one of those American guys who has like a British sense of humor. It's weird. He's got a very dark sense of humor. So I've been trading for about 5.5, almost 6 years now, and I've been profitable for about 2.5 of those. Yeah, it was a long journey for me. Trading is not easy at all. Jody, I'm not. There's someone else called Pip and Dip, so I don't know if you can call me that.
Pip and Dip, what the fuck? That's a cool name. Why didn't I choose that?
There's someone else with that name already.
That's fine. I can call Dibs.
Well, I don't know if you want to be associated with him necessarily. Just the dip. Last week I gained 2.3%, getting close to passing phase 2. Well done, Martini. How is it that I have 65,000 subscribers on YouTube and there's only 100 viewers, and then we've got less in Discord, we got 250? But I love both of you guys. But YouTube is slacking. Jody High says, I became profitable in 1 week with your strategy. I mean, that's really great.
In 1 week?
Yeah. I mean, look, you're profitable for that week. I hope it carries on, but it isn't always that easy. But I am really glad to hear that. Jody says, this is probably the best strategy so far. That's great to hear, man. What would you say is the single biggest reason that lengthens the amount of time it takes traders to become profitable? Interesting question. The single biggest thing that lengthens the time that takes you to get profitable is finding a system that works for you. And people go about it different ways. So a lot of people spend a lot of time, waste a lot of time. And the reason for that is people think that there's one right strategy. There isn't one right strategy. There is a strategy that works for you. Okay? And that's why I say to some people, and I mean, we've had people apply to our one-on-one mentorship before, and I've literally turned them away because I've said to them, this is not the strategy for you, or you're not in the right frame of mind right now to become profitable trading. So there's two different things. You're trying to treat trading kind of like the goose that lays the golden egg. You're literally just expecting it to print money for you. You have the wrong expectations. And then once you have the right expectations, the issue there is that you're trying to make a strategy that isn't fitting your lifestyle and your personality. You're trying to fit it into a hole that it doesn't belong in. So you need to make sure that you find a way to trade that works for you, whether that's adapting somebody else's strategy or if that is creating your own strategy that's like a Frankenstein of other strategies. But the reason I like our strategy is because it works for a lot of people, because it's just so mind-numbingly boring and simple. It's easy to apply and you don't need a lot of time. It's also not very complicated. So that's why it resonates with so many people. That's why people tend to, and I don't want to toot my own horn, but people tend to enjoy the videos that I put out because they resonate with it. They don't want to spend a lot of time on the charts. They don't want to trade something that's complicated. They are sick and tired of, ICT stuff, and they maybe got burned with that. And that's not saying that there's anything wrong with ICT at all. Nothing wrong with ICT. Maybe the person, there's something wrong. There may be some head injuries there. But the concepts are actually something you can turn into profitable strategies, and many have. Because, and the reason for that is because most of those strategies and concepts within ICT are old concepts that have been repackaged with different names. So, yeah, that's my rant for the day on ICT.
ICT. Oh, shit. As I said, that someone posted a sticker.
Ray says, I see you have NDQ 100 on your chart. Can the strategy also be used with NDX? They're the same thing. There's a lot of different feeds and charts when it comes to CFDs for the Nasdaq. This is just the one that we tend to use. And the reason it's nice is because it's closest to futures and CFDs, so it's kind of like a nice middle ground. So we tend to use this 8-cap feed, which allows us to trade both futures and CFDs. Yeah, people are very lazy, Diego. People want to, and this is where I start to get upset when people get scammed with things like copy trading and get scammed by people offering them like 5,000% returns per week and things like this. Because ultimately, it's not them being a complete victim that led them to getting scammed. It's them being lazy, them wanting a shortcut, them getting offered this shortcut that's way too good to be true, and they know it as well, by the way. But they're willing to take a bet that maybe there's a 0.05% chance that this is legit. And if it's legit, I'm going to be rich. So it's the equivalent of like putting all of your money on the roulette table, but not just on the roulette table, but like betting very specifically, like you've got a 1 in 1,000 chance of that bet working out. So really it's just gambling, because when you say somebody contacted you and they were pretending to be someone else, you knew something was fishy, but you took the bet anyway. Don't get me wrong, I still do have sympathy for certain people that get scammed, especially if it's from scammers that are impersonating me or other influencers. But by now, people need to know that there are people that are impersonating them everywhere. And that goes for any kind of scam as well. All right. Okay, so there's 10 minutes left. So we're going to start to kind of break down the charts in just a bit. Hey, I got a new subscriber on YouTube. AP, welcome, bro. Has anyone won by just watching your YouTube videos and applied those? Oh, dude, I could sit here all day and tell you about those. We actually probably have a couple of them on our stream right now. We've actually had people apply our methodology and strategy that they just learned in our free streams and make thousands of dollars. For example, Andrea literally learned the strategy just by tuning into the live streams and watching my videos. He got funded with FTMO max allocation and made $17,000. I've actually interviewed him. He's gone on to create an EA that does risk management for our strategy. So you can literally enter our trades with one click and it manages everything. Hi, I'm new to your channel. What would you say your strategy is? Welcome, AP. So my strategy is basically just a range breakout strategy that we trade at New York Open every single day. It takes about 45 minutes to trade. So people really tend to like that aspect of it. And we just want to make sure that we're trading with the trend and that we're not trading into any 4-hour structural areas where price may turn back on us. So if we've got all of those green lights and we get a range breakout at New York Open, then we're good to go. We can start looking for a retest and take that trade. My camera keeps shutting off. I think it might just be overheating, to be very honest with you, bro. Which is weird because...
Put a fan on, bro.
That's so weird. It just keeps overheating. Hey, why, what not? I just explained it right now. And you can also literally watch my YouTube videos. Like I've literally made like 20 of them explaining the strategy in different directions. I don't actually know. Oh, you know what it is? My battery's actually just dead. Nice. Nice one. Wait, I'll get a different camera actually. Yeah, so a lot of people, like, they'll see my videos and they're like, oh, you're trading a new strategy again? And I'm like, no, it's the same strategy. I'm literally just showing you more about it and I'm showing you different aspects of it. Let me just see. Okay, it should be working now. I've got a different camera. Let me get both working. Do. I don't know why my webcam won't work.
No markers, no zones today. We're copying your guys' analysis.
It doesn't take a long time for us to get our analysis done.
Back to
It's fine. I don't
All
know.
right, guys, waiting for your shot. We're trading your zones.
Okay. YouTube doesn't seem to want to play along with my stuff.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
What's he saying?
Nah, they're all at the same zones as me.
We're not even needed here. Everyone already knows.
I can leave. Intro, look at the intro. Shit, dude, that's accurate as fuck. Oh, I love it.
Let me just fix my freaking webcam.
Hey, Steve, you need a blue name, bro.
Okay, never mind. I'll just use my potato camera. Okay. So let's have a look at what price is doing right now. I just want to quickly have a look at the chat. Give me a sec. Richard says, I am 68 years old, so you are never too old to learn new strategies. It's true. But also, like I was saying, figuring out strategies that work for you. Some people like to hold trades longer. Some people like to scalp. So, you know, you have to figure out what works with your personality best. How risky are you? How much do you want to make per trade in terms of risk reward? How long do you want to hold trades? Do you want to swing trade? Do you want to scalp? There's a lot of different factors you need to figure out, because until you figure those out, you're going to literally be working uphill. You're making things more difficult for yourself. You got to play to your strengths as a person. Some people can handle high pressure situations. So scalping and maybe more discretion works better for you. And you're good at decision making under pressure, whereas you don't want to sit instead of sitting with open positions for a long time. And that's kind of where I'm at. I don't want to sit with open positions for a super long time. Okay, let's quickly have a look at the markets real quick. So if we hop onto the 4 hour, immediately we can see, if we look left, we've got some zones down here that are currently reacting. I like to use blue for this. So you can see we had price reacting here. It kind of looped down a little lower to here as well. So currently price is here. So that's kind of what I'm busy looking at. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to refine this slightly just so that it's sitting right here. We've obviously got more zones up here, but it's not really necessary for us to mark that out, because I mean, it's going to take a day at least for us to get up there. We're only really going to be on the charts for the next hour. So this is kind of what I'm looking at right now. If you're looking to take a breakout, it's looking like sells are the play, because if we are trying to buy, we're going to hit this up here, which I would actually like to refine slightly if we can. I'm actually just going to move this up here like that. So, I mean, we could take, it would not be a smart move to take buys here. I would probably wait until we're up here at least to take buys. And in that case, we would want to be mindful of this up here. So that's kind of the range we're looking at today. So the main play I would be looking at is a break and a sell-off to this zone down here. And if it falls even further, we could then take the sell-off of here. So that's kind of what I'm looking at. How much space do we have here though? Do we have enough space? Yeah, there's more than enough space here, but what we've been having the issue of lately is price pushing way past, bouncing here, then coming back for the retest. But the issue there is that we then start to have to decide, are we going to catch this falling knife here? Because this knife not only has been overextended, but it's bounced off of here and it's starting to pick up momentum. And we're sitting there trying to catch this with our 25 pip stop loss, which is super, super risky, because price can easily just do this, right? So we don't want that situation. What we want and what the setup requires is for us to take a continuation. We want price to just break outside of here, retest, and then we continue down. So that's really what we're looking at. Whether we will get it is a totally different thing. And then, yeah, if we're looking at the 50 SMA, you can see that it's probably pointing down right now. Yes, it is. But more than that, it's trending down. Okay, so it just curled down now, okay, today. And if we look at where Asia session was roughly here. You can see that's where kind of the market opened up. It kind of just changed direction recently, but if we zoom out even more, obviously we've been trending down with the 50 SMA, okay? And obviously we're below it as well. So that's also obviously pretty important. And then if we look at the order flow, so if we look at kind of the structure of the 5 minute, we can clearly see that we've taken out multiple lows. So taken out a low here, taken out a low here, taken out a low here, and we've retraced and we're busy taking out another low here. So once again, our order flow is bearish on the 5 minute as well. One thing to bear in mind though, we are kind of overextended from this 50 SMA right now. So we're all the way down here. There's a likelihood that price is going to want to come back to the 50 SMA up here, perhaps even grab some stuff above it before coming down. So yeah. JMO, what do your zones look like?
I can share my screen.
Yeah.
That's what I got. I took these recent low that printed earlier. So we have this low that printed, it matches up with that low and that high. So basically formed like this at first, but because of this low forming close to it, I just stretched it a little bit bigger. Also guys, remember here at the bottom, just put your charts on extended trading hours and not regular trading hours because of
Daylight savings. Yeah. Yeah, so we've opened up already and you can see that price is already pushed past. It didn't quite bounce off of the zone just yet, but really this zone could be, yeah, it may as well have because it's already pushed super far. So that for me already makes it lower probability where it's at. I would ideally like to actually see it break and close below the next 4 hour zone to go short. Because for the last 2 weeks, it's just been flushing down and leaving us behind. Yeah, I would say we're pretty much almost in a 4 hour zone, Jamie. We're getting close to that. Now we're pushing into the 4 hour zone here. So if price comes back to retest us, I'm not catching that. It's just way too risky. It's like trying to get in your Uber when it's traveling at 120 kilometers an hour. You're going to get smashed up, bro.
Coming in reverse, coming back to reverse and at 100 with those doors open.
Jan B, yeah, we'll have everyone on both next time. Richard says he's retired and loves being on the charts. You'll be surprised, like a lot of the audience are retirees. You know, it's actually a very therapeutic pastime. I mean, I don't know why you would want to put yourself under such stress after retiring, but it seems like a lot of people, they enjoy this kind of thing. So yeah, it's busy bouncing off of this 4 hour zone. I would ideally like to see price break and close below this 4 hour zone. So break, the candle needs to close. I'm not super keen on taking the retest here because again, we bounced off of this. Like I was saying before, if it did this, I'm not getting in here. It's too risky. Do you trade E-mini Nasdaq futures or E-micro? Do you trade E-mini Nasdaq 100 futures or E-mini or micro E-mini? Yeah, so I just trade just normal mini. I don't trade micros, but it just also depends on the size of your account. So if you're trading a 50K account, you're probably going to want to trade micros. But if you're trading like 100, 150, which I usually get 150, then yeah, it's not going to, it's not going to cut it.
Mate, I did tell you, you'll see at the bottom of your screen, you gotta switch it. Gotta change it over here to extended trading hours and not regular. Guys, now see at the bottom.
Yeah, there were a few people that got in over here. Again, super risky trade. I would not get in there because once again, it's catching a falling knife. Literally, that's bounced with a whole lot of momentum off of a significant zone. So not a whole lot of high probability there. No, I'm not in a trade. Like I was saying, this is not a high probability trade to be taking. So there's no trades. We're waiting currently for price to break below this. Then we can start to look at potential trades. However, it depends how it breaks. So a lot of people ask like, oh, how high probability is this trade going to be? And the answer is, I don't know. Depends how it breaks. So if it breaks after being super overextended, so it breaks and closes down here and we've got gaps all the way up here, then that lowers the probability of the trade significantly. So you have to bear that in mind. Additionally, if it breaks and taps into another zone down here, if it breaks and we've got the S&P 500 pushing in the opposite direction, we won't know what's happening until we get there. So there's certain things that we need to wait for the actual setup to present before we can evaluate. Nice, Richard. Richard banked some profits from his Asia session trade. It's quite a while to be holding a trade, Richard. Oh, every time I open up my crypto wallet, I just get more and more depressed. I think it's time I delete it. I really, it's depressing. But I do think that things are going to be bouncing soon. Fingers crossed. If it makes you feel better, your bear entry is off of previous day low. Sure. So if price runs to 150% of our TP, basically meaning the full TP plus an extra 50% of that. So that's usually going to be roughly 75%. You can then basically just scrap the trade. However, if it gets to about 100% or just before that, it's still overextended, and that's going to count against how high probability that trade is, right? So yeah, that's how I view it. So it's going to basically count against you when you're looking at the 5 different confluences we look at for these particular trade setups. So there's potentially, I'm trying to see. JMO, can you show your your upper 5 minute zone?
Yeah. This one?
Yeah, no, the one below that. One above. The one for the buy
One
trade.
above.
The one for the buy trade.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah. What's that based off of? Because basically just the failing of that resistance.
Yeah, so this was a previous support. It broke through and it became a resistance, but it never retouched. So the price can actually still make it towards this zone. It also falls with the moving average. If it starts breaking through, it's most likely going to bounce opposite. So a pattern that I've seen many times is if price had to go above it, it would use it as a support level and
Yeah.
continue pushing up.
Yeah, I've seen that happen as well quite a bit.
Not aligned with the group. No, Shoda, we stream on the free group on Mondays.
So,
Straight would have been some Jordan. Did I?
so Dan,
Sorry, no trade when it's overextended.
Dan's asking what are the 5 confluences. So if you go look in the description, you'll be able to access exactly what I'm showing you right now. It's basically the whole strategy explained, and it's free. You can access it in the description. But basically, this is the 5 confluences that we look at. So we look at the 50 SMA. Okay, is it trending? We then look at the 4-hour zones. Okay, are we about to hit one? So price could reverse on us. Are we overextended? Okay, and that's basically what we were talking about right now. So is price already past the take profit before we come back? Okay. So we can see here when price gets overextended and it comes back to try and retest, it can often just smash straight through, right? So yeah, if we get past that point, if we're past 150% of our take profit, then we're not going to sit and wait. Just what happened right now with price. If we look at what happened with price right now, price pushed through, bounced off of here. It was super overextended, and now look, it's pushing straight through our zone. Okay, so it's highly unlikely that zone is going to hold once that happens. Is the S&P 500 correlated? So if we're trying to take sells, obviously we want the S&P to be pushing down. If we're trying to take buys and we're near a 4-hour key zone on the S&P and we're trying to take buys on the Nasdaq, not a good idea. And if we're reacting on a 5-minute key zone and we're trying to take buys once again here in this example, also not super high probability. And then the last confluence is there an imbalance in price below our entry if we're taking buys or above our entry if we're taking sells? So like in this example here, there are no gaps below, so we're good. In this example here though, if we try get in here, there's 1, 2, 3 gaps below that. So there's a high probability that price is then just going to, let me draw it for you real quick. There's a high probability that price is, why are my tools gone? There's a high probability that price is going to come down here first before pushing upwards again. And obviously that will take out our stop loss. Armand says, confluence number 6, do you have a magnet on your chart? That's the secret one. We only teach that in the private mentorship, Armand.
Who the fuck leaked that?
We can't be telling the whole of YouTube about our secret confluence, bro. So yeah, those of you who want to, you can access this full. This literally goes over every aspect of the strategy in quite a lot of detail. So we go over the strategy here, confluences. This is the confluence matrix, which lets you rank your trades in probability. It goes over some examples here, goes over trade psychology. It even talks about prop firms, how to pick prop firms, whether to use CFDs or futures prop firms. It talks about my risk management strategy and my diversification protocol. And then it also talks about how you can get results even for free. And then it also lets you know how you can progress even faster. So yeah, highly recommend you guys have a look at this document. The link should be in the description. If it's not, it will be in one of my videos. Let me actually just check if it is. Martini, sorry, I was only sharing on YouTube that time. I'm struggling to share on Discord at the moment. Everything's glitching out like crazy. YouTube Studio. Oh, okay. So yeah, those of you who want to get access to this free course document, you can get it inside the Discord. So just join the free Discord and then you go to free course inside the Discord once you join. Let me actually show you. So if you join the Crown Club Discord, which is the link in the description, you can then access free course here. And then you can just click on the link here and then you'll be able to access that document. Probably the most valuable thing I put out for free. Yeah, you guys in Discord, you already know though. If you want to access that document, it's under the free course tab on the left-hand side of your Discord. While we wait for a trade to set up here, do you guys have any other questions on the strategy, how we trade, the mentorship, all of those kinds of things, or just any question for me as a trader, you're welcome to ask. Any questions for JMO? Depop says, so you've studied SMC and ICT and you were a profitable trader, but still switched over just to the strategy. That's correct, yes. So yeah, SMC ICT was kind of my start into becoming profitable. And it worked really, really well. But again, it felt like an uphill battle to stay profitable because, again, the time zones that I was, the time window that I was trading was large. You know, I was trading 4 or 5 hours a day. Not something you can sustain. And then I thought, okay, well, let me tweak it and change it slightly. And I started trading the power of two, where you can, get into trades. You still, kind of have to be watching the chart for 2 hours, but you can kind of do it on the move. However, it's still in the back of your head for 4 hours a day to check the charts, make sure that nothing's setting up every 15 minutes. And then you get into a position and you're in that position for like more than 24 hours. And it's something that people misconstrue, that if you are trading high time frames and you aren't trading frequently, that it's easier somehow. That's not true. Because remember, you are literally in that trade for a day, 2 days. So if you're swing trading, think about how difficult it is to constantly deal with the fact that you are in that trade and you have to check it every couple of minutes. And you will want to. You really will want to. So yeah, for me, trading 45 minutes a day, being in and out and done and forgetting about it is the best thing I ever did. So it made me so much more consistent, and it made it so much easier psychologically. Again, like you can work hard or you can work smart. You need to find something that works well with you so that you don't need to work extra hard to get the same results.
With this strategy, you don't even need to work hard.
I mean, look at Jake. Jake just made $10,000, and he's not particularly smart either. I'm joking, Jake. Love you, bro. The only reason I can say that is because I know he's very far away. He's typing. Oh, dude, that's so insane, dude. Jokes aside, that's insane, bro. Well done. Jake is, I think if we had awards, if we had awards, I think Jake would be like by far the most improved trader that we have right now. Aren't you doing your first withdrawal soon, Jake? Why do you use break even? I found that leaving the trade alone is easier. Just data. Trying to read what you guys are saying. How long do you usually hold a trade during your live sessions? Literally, like, probably the longest has been like 15 minutes.
Once I woke up a bit late for Frankfurt's session, it took me 2 minutes to analyze the chart. In 3 minutes, I was out of my trade.
We've literally been out multiple times within 1 5-minute candle. Actually, multiple times it's been less than 3 minutes. Like, the trades are very quick. Okay, so we are breaking below our zone. We've got 20 seconds. Price needs to hold below that zone though. Otherwise, it's literally just grabbing some liquidity. So we don't just get in on the break. We have to wait for price to break and hold below. And then we get in on the retest. Off the ground asks, how many years have you been trading? 6 years now. Gentleman Society asks, how do you scale your profits? That depends. I would just say get more accounts, get more funded accounts, and pass more evaluations. Obviously, easier said than done. But that's the best way to do it, to be honest with you. You don't want to be risking more on the same sized account. Risk the same always, just get more accounts. Risk low, have large capital. That's why prop firms help. Do you draw 4-hour zones only based on the last 24 hours? No. I cannot enter the Discord. The link doesn't work. Try on a different device and make sure your Discord is updated. How long after open do you wait until a trade? And if you don't get one, when do you close the charts? Longest will be an hour and a half. But generally after an hour, if we can see that there's nothing close to setting up, we'll probably leave. Is everyone on YouTube able to join the Discord through the link below? Let me know if you guys are having trouble. There's been 1 or 2 guys, but I believe Discord has had some issues. Or they've always had issues with their joining links. My camera's frozen. Should be working now.
Are you using your camera on your recording software as well?
Yeah, I was, but the battery died. And then for some reason, my other camera is not working well either.
Yeah, I think if you're using your camera in your recording software and trying to use on Discord, it's going to freeze on Discord.
I think you're right. But it was working fine before. Just my camera, my big camera died, so I was using my small one. I think the small one didn't allow me to do both. Would you say Blue Guardian is a good prop firm? Well, yeah. I mean, I did a lot of payouts from them. I haven't used them in a little while, but I know of quite a lot of people that are using them. JMO, don't you have an account with them still?
Yeah, they're good, bro.
Yeah, JMO is using
a
it.
new rule that you can't copy trade, but that's about it.
Yeah. Look, a lot of prop firms are doing that to crack down on people like reverse trading and stuff like that. Why is my 5-minute chart different than yours, Ethan? Because you're using a different feed. Oh, you're using NDQ 100?
Oh, no. So bro, you gotta go into the bottom right of your screen next to your time zone. There's a thing that says ETH or RT. The RTH has to switch to ETH because of daylight saving. Otherwise, if I switch it back to RTH, my candles change completely. It looks completely different. I can't change it back, what the hell?
Thank you very much, MD. Yeah, we'll be live pretty much every day. I'll try be live Monday to Friday.
Guys are fucked up. I completely screwed me. I can't see the proper breakout, Ethan. Did you change your chart to extended trading?
Yeah, so but there hasn't been any breakout there. It hasn't broken and closed, so at least not for me. But yeah, I am on ETH.
Mine's not working now. I mean, click on the gear is not doing nothing. Try to help someone in chat now, I screwed myself over.
No, we're still not even close to closing though. Yeah, I think using a 30 pip stop loss on this one is a good idea.
Yeah.
Do you guys know any broker that's pretty good? Because the one I'm using is freezing at open. That's weird. That shouldn't happen on any broker. If you just use a reputable one, use IC Markets or use Vantage. If you're trading CFDs, it's probably the best idea. Yeah, O and IC are good. Oh, that's weird, Richard. Yeah, SA brokers are pretty trash. Ay, ay, ay. The number of scammers piling into this Discord is pretty alarming. Can something be done about it? Yeah, we've tried everything. Discord doesn't want to do anything to police scammers. When you join our Discord, you will immediately be added by about 20 different scammers pretending to be me, JMO, Etromania, any one of our admins. This happens on any Discord server that has over 1,000 people in it. We've disabled DMs from this group, so nobody from this group can DM you. You need to have first friend requested. So please be careful while joining the Discord. I also mention it on YouTube as well. Yeah, that's what I don't understand. No, Etro, so the scammers must be in the Discord, but then they're sending the signal to a different account that's not in the Discord, which is obviously the one that's impersonating me and scamming. So, yeah. I don't recommend instant accounts. I am looking into other ways of getting instant funding. Yeah, so just those of you looking to get into instant funding, there's a couple of new ways to get instant accounts that are way better. Yeah, it is pretty overextended right now. It's still not completely off the table just yet, but it's getting there. Daryl, could you please just help Nick quickly? Nick, Daryl will message you about your issue and hopefully get you in touch with Jason. Nice, Christian. Are you trading like a Windloo account or something like that? Nice. Yeah, Nick. So just DM Daryl. He just messaged you, and he should be able to help you out. I don't know why I can't see full names on Discord anymore. How do I see how many viewers I have currently? Is there a way to have instant funding? So I'm busy looking into a couple of companies that do instant funding, but you trade only a book. So right off the bat, you get funded with an account from day one. You can withdraw whenever you want. And the company is a book, which means that they want you to stay profitable. They want you to make money. They make money when you make money. The only catch to these to the company that I'm looking into is that the fees are a lot more expensive. But even going with a smaller account, you can still make a ton of money. So yeah, that's what I'm looking into at the moment. There's a few companies like this. Can someone please tell, I don't know what their name is, but can somebody tell them to just restart their Discord? Is there a way to have instant funding? Really basic question, but is this CFD or futures you're trading? You can trade both with the chart that we're on at the moment. That's why we trade it like this. So you can trade NQ as well, or NQ, MNQ, or you can just trade CFD, Nasdaq. It's going to be pretty much the same. Fingermouse asks, does a strategy of 25/50 pips still work for both? Yes, generally. Sometimes we go to 30, especially now that the volatility is higher. So we've been using 30 some of the time. So right now, this is a 30 pip stop loss that we have. If it retests currently, I will enter, but with low risk.
Yeah, liquid bread is looking like a possible no trade day, bro. But it's just Monday. You guys should know on Mondays are. Also, guys, let me know in the Discord chat. What do you think about me starting a YouTube as well, so I can look like Ethan?
I don't know if I'm ready to compete. I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready to share the limelight.
I think I'm gonna have to shave my head as well. And get a bucky.
Yeah. But you're the Dutchman here. You will suit the bucky more.
Whoa.
Ethan, do you do one-on-one mentorship? Yes. You can apply. The link below on Discord lets you apply for that. Jeez, Armand, that's a proper.
Yeah, that's a proper one.
That's the one every Boursian is looking at that and they're like, oh. Even me, I'm half Afrikaans and I'm like, nice. Mate, I don't know what broker you're using, my friend. If your zones are looking that different, then I don't know what to say. Yeah, so again, like I'm busy doing some research into a few companies that do instant funding, but on the A-book side. There are a lot more expensive as their A-book. I haven't shared it with everyone just yet. But basically, it's not even something you can compare to prop firms. You compare it more to depositing into a broker, but then getting a ton more leverage. So, yeah. There's literally zero rules. The only rule is don't lose more than 10% of your account. That's literally the only rule that these particular companies have. So yeah, like I say, it's a lot more expensive. So you can't expect to like spend $500 and get a $200,000 account. It's a lot more expensive. But there are companies that you can literally today get the account today, take a trade today, and then get paid out today. So it's basically treated the same as having a broker account. You can do whatever you want, just don't lose more than 10% of the account. And that's on the CFD side, but I'm still working. Yeah, and they don't have trailing drawdown. It's based on the balance. So if it's $100,000, you can't lose more than 10K. That's it. Doesn't trail, doesn't change, doesn't roll over, nothing. It's not the same as any other prop. It's 100% A-book, but it is a lot more expensive as a result. So you can't even think of it as a prop. I like to think of it more as a broker that you're depositing your fee in and you're getting more leverage as a result. Yeah, but I'm not sharing them just yet. I'm kind of doing my own testing. I've just gotten an account with them and I'm going to get a withdrawal and then we'll see. There's one or two companies that do this that are really good. Again, sounds great, but they are a lot more expensive, but they are worth it. So if you lower your expectations and you get a small account, you can literally just use that account to just slowly print money off of, because you can get withdrawals every single day. You can actually withdraw multiple times a day. And their policy is if they don't process it within 24 hours, they will pay you. They pay you like a penalty. They will literally pay you if they don't do that. But I'm not going to share it just yet with you guys. I'm still checking them out. There's a few other companies as well that also work this way that I'm checking out. No, we don't use pending orders. We always enter a market. The reason for that is, again, when you're trying to enter into trades like this that are coming back with some momentum, you want to judge to see if it's coming back correctively or not. If price is coming back at a huge speed and you've got a limit order there and you're trying to catch that falling knife, there's a high likelihood that you're just going to get your SL completely shot, and we would have sat out because we're watching it happen. So yeah, we don't use limits. Bevan, I hate to break it to you, buddy, but that's not even the price for that's not even the price for one-on-one, my friend. You have to understand that I'm literally spending 10, 20 hours with people. I'm not going to do it for next to nothing, and then I'm not incentivized to actually help you. However, like I say, everything you need is available for free to learn. If you don't need to get spoon-fed, then don't get a mentorship. It's as simple as that. But if you can afford it, then go for it. You will accelerate your progress hugely. But there are ways to make it happen for free with the information that's provided for free. So again, like, it doesn't make sense to me when people are like, oh, it's too expensive. Okay, then just put in a bit more effort and you can make it happen for yourself as well. Tune into the lives, get the free course, join the community, speak to other traders who are doing it, put a bit of effort in, and you can also get there, but it's going to take more time, right? It's the same as like joining the gym. Okay, I can't afford to join the gym. Cool. Do it at home. It's going to take more time, more effort. You're going to need to like find some bricks or something to lift, but you can still do it for next to nothing. And if you can afford to then pay for a personal trainer on top of that, then that's going to make it even faster. But again, you don't need to do that. That's a luxury. And if you, again, are in the category where you have financial freedom and you want to accelerate your journey, then you can invest in yourself. But there are free tools that you can still do it with. Yeah, off the ground. So what you're saying is true as well. And a lot of people opt for, oh no, I'm not going to spend money on mentorship. I would rather just do it for free, which is valid. But you will find that, especially if you have this wrong mindset and you're approaching it in more of a gambling way, which I'm not saying is uncommon. It's the most common thing in this industry. I approached it with a gambling mindset for the first 2 years of my trading journey, and I lost thousands and thousands of dollars. And I was also saying, I'm not going to spend thousands of dollars on mentorship, but I poured thousands of dollars into accounts and prop accounts. So again, and that's not to say you have to go the mentorship route. But one thing that I also want to highlight is that if you go the mentorship route and you've invested a significant amount into a mentorship, what does that do to your mentality? The first word that comes to mind is commitment. You have committed financially to education, something that can make you thousands of dollars and change your life forever. And you are going to stick with it because you've invested. So again, like if you are investing a small amount, how invested are you really? How committed are you really? Are you going to actually get results? It's unlikely because you can just move on to something else. It's like I say, like, how committed are you? and how good of a service are you actually getting? If you're buying, a PDF for $100, how committed are you to that PDF on education? Not very committed. You're probably going to read it once and then put it aside and say, oh no, this wasn't what I was looking for. It takes a lot more work. I was looking for like some kind of shortcut. But if you're paying a lot of money and you're having people sit next to you and help you one-on-one, hand hold you, tell you, hey, you're doing this wrong, correct this. This is why you're not making money right now, or you're actually doing things right, keep on going down this path. That costs money because it costs resources from the people that are providing that service. So again, like I say, mentorship is not the only way to get there. And with all the free resources that I provide personally to you, it's not a necessity at all. But it is the path of least friction. It is the easier route, so to speak, if you have access to that money. And if you don't, you have to accept the fact that it's going to be harder for you. You're going to have to put in more time, put in more work. But that's how it is. And that's how it was for me as well. I couldn't afford a multi-$1,000 mentorships when I was earning like $500 a month. There's no way in hell, I just kept going until I found something that worked for me through trial and error. So yeah, that's my rant on mentorship for the day. And again, again, you don't need to invest in my mentorship. Invest in a mentorship if you can afford it that suits your personality and your lifestyle. So the strategy that you're being mentored in, it must suit those two things. And it's powerful because if you spend the money to invest, if you invest that money in yourself, you're more likely to follow through, right? Couch Coach says, no mentor is showing a 1-year track record, so it's hard to find a good mentor. So that's something that we personally addressed, in that we've literally got results from since June last year. Every single trade that we've taken is streamed on stream and recorded. So I think it's a little bit better than a track record. That's literally, we've recorded every single trade and every single thing we've done on stream. So yeah, I can do one better than that, Coach Couch. So yeah, if you go into our Discord right now and you go onto live trade recordings, you'll see every single trade that we've recorded in our spreadsheet of trades is actually video recorded live. So yeah, that can't be faked. Smart Data says, that's not a track record. That's literally a video record. I don't even know how to respond to that, my friend. How do you fake a video recording of every single trade you've ever taken for the last year? Like, I don't see how. Yeah, anyway. Peter C says, will mentorship help if I'm fat? I heard you said you can't become good if you are fat. I think you're actually confusing me, Peter C. I never said that. I'm not in great shape either, so I don't know. I think you're actually confusing me with a different South African bald trader who talks a lot of crap. There's another guy who's bald who talks a lot of crap. And he says that you'll never make money if you're fat. Do you think that the traders on Wall Street give a shit about their body and stuff like that? They're snorting cocaine in the bathrooms, and then probably they've got like 7 different sexually transmitted diseases. So they don't care about their health at all. They just care about trading and making money. Health is usually a back burner for real serious traders. On top of that, the recorded dates are posted on Discord with the correct dates. Yes. So every trade, there is every trade is recorded on a spreadsheet, and then for every trade, there is a corresponding live trade session where we take that trade and we take the whole. We have recordings for months and months and months. MD says, "Don't worry, Ethan. Literally everyone here is fat." Oh, I love it. One thing I've started to notice, though, is that there's a lot of people that would rather live under a delusion that trading is impossible trading is impossible, because it means that they haven't failed. It means that it's impossible. So this is one thing. So people like to blame outside sources for their own failures, right? So it's a lot easier to say that trading is completely a scam and that everybody that's showing trading education is a scam, because that means that you can't fail because the system is already messed up. And yes, there are a lot of scammer, and there's a lot of lifestyle mentors that are parading as we've literally got personal trainers trying to promote their stuff on YouTube. I love it. Yeah, so there's a lot of lifestyle mentors that are literally trying to parade as actual traders. They're not. Perhaps they made a lot of money on one trade and they've been like kind of fabricating it since then. But a lot of the time, yeah, the people see lifestyle and immediately conflate that with results. Obviously, that's not a thing. And that's why I don't really like posting lifestyle. I'm the worst lifestyle influencer in the world. I just like posting strategies and talking about actual trading. I just prefer it, honestly. I feel awkward posting lifestyle stuff. I'm a pretty private person. If you have the discipline to take care of your body and train hard as well as push through when things get tough, it's easier to have the same kind of discipline. Yeah, that's true. I'm just saying that one doesn't preclude the other. You can very easily be the best trader in the world and be super, super undisciplined in other parts of your life. I feel like people are focusing so much on being disciplined in other areas of their life that they're not actually worrying much about trading. They're so worried about like going to the gym and getting in the sauna or whatever that they're not actually, they're thinking, oh, I need to do this thing, otherwise I can't be profitable at trading. That's nonsense. Just focus on trading. Do the other stuff if you want to. It's probably going to help you a little bit, but I would probably say that you can do it without. Do you do a pre-market profit workout? I'm not Dutch. No, I'm from South Africa. So, I mean, I guess South Africa, a lot of them come from the Dutch. So technically, maybe I'm some of my half ancestors may be Dutch. Yeah, we're not. Today is not going to be a trading day. We've had two different trades that ended up being overextended before coming to retest. This one didn't actually even retest, and it's now further extending. So we've literally got two setups that failed us today. And again, like we could sit around and wait for it to retest, but it's now bouncing off of a 4-hour zone. So we're literally going to have price being overextended, bouncing off of a 4-hour zone, coming back with significant momentum, and then we're literally gonna get, more than likely, hammered. Our stop loss will get hammered. And even if it doesn't, if you take 10 trades like that, you're gonna get hammered. So either way, you're getting hammered. Jake Gill. I'm not sure which prop firm you're talking about. Are you talking about the instant one I was talking about earlier? I haven't actually mentioned which one that is yet. I'm still kind of working it out and seeing if it's a good option. But there are a few different props that are doing instant funding. But yeah, I think we're going to end it there today, folks. 2 different trades that missed. Again, the market's flushing down like crazy. And it's just missing our entries. But we don't want to force entries at this point. Being patient and sitting on your hands is really what separates you from literally just speculating and actually letting your edge play out. So that's what we're trying to do. And again, staying out is what's going to make you profitable long term. If you're able to stay out when things are not lining up, you're going to be more profitable than everybody else. So yeah, that's about it. Those of you on YouTube, you'll see in the description below that there's a link there where you can apply to get mentored one-on-one by myself and the team. You'll get direct access to me, and you'll get access to my whole team of funded coaches who are all funded traders who've been doing this professionally for years. If you want to join that, you can apply below. You'll only get accepted if you match all of our criteria. We will try and reach out to you after you apply. If you are successful, and then we'll take it from there. There's only about 2 slots available at the moment. They are limited spots because we're literally taking you by the hand one-on-one to profitability. So yeah, there's actual limited amount of space that we can put our time towards coaching specific people. I also value my time, so I don't want to have too many people. But yeah, we've had people literally make over $90,000 in 3 months after learning what we teach in there. We've had other people make over $30,000 per month. You'll be able to see all of those case studies inside of that link as well. I actually interviewed those specific people on their results, and you'll be able to see the proof of that in there as well. So if you're interested in applying to that, the link is in the description on YouTube. Those of you on Discord, you can apply to that under the Work With Us One-on-One tab. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place, New York, before New York Open, half an hour before New York Open. And then, yeah, a new video will be out probably about Thursday. So keep an eye out for that. Cheers, boys and girls. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, JMO.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers. Bye, everyone.